So I love a good story about people investing money that isn't theirs and then losing all of it. So Seattle startup's ex-CFO, Chief Financial Officer, accused of diverting $35 million and losing it in the crypto crash. Oh no. This is a big old prison sentence right here. This is fairly sure you're not allowed to do this. But here we go. In Seattle, the former chief financial officer of Seattle-based startup took $35 million of his employer's money without permission and lost it by investing in cryptocurrency before the crypto market crashed last year, according to a federal indictment returned by a grand jury Wednesday. So yeah, this is purely straight to prison territory. Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200 Dogecoin. Go straight to big boy federal prison. So Nevin Shetty, 39, was hired in March 2021 as CFO of a company called Fabric, which makes software platforms for retail commerce. I just want to know, how the fuck do you divert $35 million in liquid assets and just nobody notices till it's gone? About a year later, after the company informed him it was letting him go over job performance concerns, he secretly took the money. Oh god, this is even worse. He secretly took the money and transferred it to Hightower Treasury, a crypto platform he controlled as a side business thing. Oh my god. It's even worse. This is just straight theft then. He was fired, and then he just took $35 million and transferred it to his own crypto platform. Mate, what an absolute fucking mess. His idea was to pay the company 6% interest while retaining profits above that, but soon the $35 million investment was practically worthless, the US Attorney's Office in Seattle said in a news release. I want to know what he put the money into. Like, what crypto did he buy for 35 mil to be nearly worthless? Because even if he put it in at the very top, if he put it in like one of the bigger cryptocurrencies, as long as it wasn't Luna or something, he would still have had, I don't know, like 50% of the money by now-ish. He must have got rugged on one of these fucking awful, like one of the big boys that went bankrupt. The indictment in US District Court charged Shetty with 4 counts of wire fraud. He's scheduled to be arraigned May 25th. Shetty's attorney, Cooper Offenbecker, said in an emailed statement that he and his client had been in regular contact with prosecutors and disagreed with the decision to bring an indictment. Come on, bro. This is not a winning case, is it? You're not winning this one. As the CFO of his former employer, tasked with making investment decisions for its benefit, Mr. Shetty was personally devastated by these losses. Not as devastated as them that didn't know he was doing it, and then they turn around and go, where's that fucking... Oh, Jeff stole it. Jeff stole that money and invested it in crypto, which occurred as a result of a catastrophic crash of the cryptocurrency market in May 2022. What happened in May 2022? That was Luna, right? Was Luna May 22? It was, but mate, Luna was in May. This motherfucker invested all the money in Luna and lost it all. I knew it. Offenbecker wrote, "We look forward to responding to these allegations in court." I'm just going to say, as an interested observer and somebody who reads a lot of court documents and things like that, but is in no way even remotely a legal fucking mind or voice whatsoever, I love when lawyers say stuff like this, because at no point does anyone look forward to defending themselves in federal court against the US federal government. Maybe the lawyer does, because no matter what, he's obviously going to get paid, and it's practice, and this is his job. But you can't say we, because there's no way in hell this guy was sat at home one day, you know, smoking his crack pipe because he's heavily invested in cryptocurrency, and being like, oh man, today's quite fun, you know, I'm reading this book on my degenerate gambling habits. But you know what would be much more fun, and what I'd look forward to much more? Going to federal court on 4 charges of wire fraud and potentially going to big boy federal prison as a result. Really looking forward to that one. Prosecutors, however, said that as the company raised hundreds of millions of dollars in startup funding, it adopted a conservative approach to managing that money, a policy that Shetty had helped draft. According to the Seattle tech news website GeekWire, Fabric had raised more than $293 million by February 2022 and was valued at $1.5 billion. Well, I guess, to be fair, if you're worth that much money, maybe you don't miss $35 million. It's kind of like when you've got $5 in coins in your pocket. If 50 cents rolls into the couch cushions, you're going to miss it. But with you, you're like, oh, I've only got $4.50. I wonder where that 50 cents has gone. They're like, oh, where's that $35 million? Then again, since this dude was the chief financial officer, it was his job to look after the money. So maybe nobody else was looking. I like to think, although probably naively, that if I was in possession of $293 million, I'd know where 35 million of it was if it left. But then again, I know full well if I had access to $293 million, one, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I'd be gone. And two, I'd probably be on so many drugs that it wouldn't make any difference. I wouldn't even fucking know. I wouldn't know I was born or alive. In an emailed statement, the company said it had been cooperating with law enforcement and appreciated the work of the FBI and federal prosecutors. We appreciate you catching me. While the amount taken is substantial, Fabric remains well funded with years of runway, the statement said. Yeah, of course you're going to have to say this. I just want to look real quick if I can find the Department of Justice Gov actual. Yeah, so here it is. So this is the actual. I should have read this in the first place. So the company adopted an investment policy statement that called for company cash to be invested only in fixed income instruments payable in US dollars. So if this part is true, this is the smoking gun, because obviously, even if it's your job as CFO to invest the money, if you're no longer the CFO, but then you invest the money in something and lose it, you just stole that money. So the smoking gun is obviously that he was fired before he transferred the money, which would be very easy to prove because a company like this is going to have minutes from the meeting and obviously other people involved in him being fired. There will be documents proving this. And then, of course, there's going to be evidence showing him transferring the money afterwards, which is straight, you've just lost. That's it. That's all there is to it. But in addition, the fact that he helped draft the policy and disseminate it that said he was not going to be investing the money in anything other than these conservative investments, and then just went and dumped it in some fucking shitcoin in his own business, you're just fucked, mate. You'd have to have the best lawyer in the world from some kind of fucking movie to get out of this one. So nobody knew it. Nobody at the company knew of these transfers. The money was supposed to be invested by Hightower in a realm of cryptocurrency sometimes referred to as decentralized finance. Good idea, mate, yeah. However, the cryptocurrency investment soon began declining, and by May 13th, 2022, the value of the $35 million investment was almost zero. Wire fraud is punishable by up to 20 years in prison, and he's being charged with 4 counts of wire fraud. I'm going to have to look here whether or not the actual legal document mentions which cryptocurrency he bought, just for my own. Oh my god, look at these wire transfers. $15.1 million wire transfer from Washington to outside Washington, 5.4 mil, 14.5 mil, and then $100. What was that last one for? Was he paying himself fees or something as well? That's mad. I obviously am not a rich person, but I could never imagine seeing on my bank statement $15.1 million wire transfer. That's just mind-blowing numbers. That amount of cash. So, as predicted, firstly, Shetty acquired Terra USD, and he ultimately deposited approximately 28.8 million UST with the Anchor protocol, which was a decentralized finance system for lending and borrowing UST. Investors holding UST could deposit it with Anchor, and it would supposedly be lent out to others. Anchor promised as much as 20% interest on deposits. Then he used $8 million UST to acquire synthetic shares through Mirror. But basically, the dude had $35 million in UST, Luna, Terra Luna, their stablecoin. It's supposed to be pegged at one of those is worth $1 each. It lost its peg, the entire project crumbled, and it was part of the contagion in cryptocurrency going all the way back to when Three Arrows Capital and a bunch of other companies just essentially had their asshole implode and lost, tens of billions of dollars. When it lost its peg, the entire crypto became worthless, and that guy has now been arrested in, was it Bulgaria or something like that? Romania? He got arrested somewhere trying to, go across borders with fake passports and things. And now he's going to end... I don't know what's happened since then, but he's wanted in a whole bunch of countries and will probably end up going to prison for this. So yeah, this guy's an idiot. He stole money from a company, 35 million of it, invested it in the worst possible cryptocurrency he could. It went to zero. All that 35 mil went to zero, and now he's going to big boy prison for it. So there we go. Another amazing cryptocurrency story. How he thought this was going to work out, I have no idea. what he was saying he was going to invest this in UST, it was going to give him back 20% returns. He was going to give the company back 6% each time, and he was going to keep 14%, which would allow him to live like a fucking king for the rest of his life. But now he's going to be living in federal prison. So there we go. Just goes to show you can be the CFO of a company and have your own crypto exchange, but you're not smarter than the federal government and you're not smarter than the cryptocurrency market. Well, actually, everyone's smarter than the cryptocurrency market, but logic makes no sense in crypto, so you're kind of fucking wasting it there. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out.